Your CV is so long now that you have the ability to tailor it to that specific job. Moving to a new country is exciting, but also a little daunting. In the Good to Be Here podcast, we'll talk about what it's like to study at NHL Stenden as an international student. In this episode, we'll talk about what you can do through NHL Stenden to explore beyond your studies. I'm Sophia, I'm from the US, and I'm second year international business student. And here I'm with fellow NHL Stenden students, Laura.
Hello, my name is Laura. I am a second year creative business student. I was born in Poland, but my parents are Vietnamese.
Hello guys, I'm Robert, 21 years old, third year international business student coming from Romania.
And we have our special guest, Terezia.
Hi everyone, I'm Terezia. I'm from Slovakia. I'm also a second year student of leisure and event management.
Very nice. Being away from home and in a new environment can be quite challenging. We've all had some kind of culture shock moment in our lives, but what about culture shocks in the Netherlands? What cultural differences have you experienced in this past week?
Me. Or
Anyone.
just anyone.
Yeah.
In the
Go
past
for it.
week,
Or just culture shocks in the Netherlands?
I think I have a good one.
Yeah.
I had to visit a doctor.
Okay.
And I think everyone I think everyone knows what it is like to visit a Dutch doctor, or especially a hospital. So whenever there's something wrong with you, they tell you to just get a paracetamol and you'll be fine.
Yeah,
And
the
that's it.
paracetamol.
That's it. Just lie down. Okay, thank you.
ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen as well, yeah. Well, I don't know how you guys see it, but for us, the Eastern European medicine is very the whole culture is that yes, you should first try to just sleep a lot, because sleep is the best doctor, as they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Drink a lot of tea, a lot of fluids, honey, like the natural one.
Oh, yeah.
But it's also really natural to just go to the doctor and they just write you a prescription of
Yeah.
different things,
I've never been to the doctor here. I don't want to go to the doctor here. I have all my medicine from the US that I take. I have, my Advil, my Tylenol, my NyQuil, DayQuil,
NyQuil.
Pepto-Bismol. I have everything you could possibly need. I'm an at-home pharmacy on my own. So
I'm gonna come to you if I need something in the future.
Of course.
I can pay as well.
Hey, Sophia,
That's so nice.
did you have my medicine?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, because I don't think, for at least us, we don't really go to the doctor or the hospital, I should say, a lot because it's so expensive. So it's really common to have over-the-counter medicine, but I think ours is a lot stronger. And so that's just what my body's used to. So a paracetamol for me just
Doesn't do it.
doesn't always cut
No.
it sometimes. So I don't know how it is for the rest of you guys.
Well, I'm from Romania, and in Romania there are some medicine that have different names, so I have to search for alternatives. And for
Okay.
example, I had a virus like a couple of weeks ago, and I needed to get isoprinosine, for example. They don't have it at you need prescription for it, and in Romania you can get it over the counter.
Yeah,
And
that's
it's
really
quite hard
different.
to get even if you know what you want to get, it's quite hard to get that thing that you want, because it's more regulated here. But
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So now we'll move on to some statements. So studying in a different country can be challenging, but what if you want more? Let's find out what you can do at NHL Stenden to add to your experience and let you explore beyond your studies. We'll answer all of your questions by discussing some statements. So the first, I have my statements here. Okay, so the first statement is, I do so much besides my studies. I hardly have any time to actually study.
Whoa.
I'd
That
say
sounds extreme.
Yeah.
I'd say yes and no. Because
Why?
for me,
Elaborate.
last year, as a first year student,
Yeah.
I came here and I enrolled myself in a lot of roles. I do a lot, at least I think so. And I barely had time for myself. So I still did my studies, but time for myself, I don't. So I don't really even have time to sleep.
Right.
So at the beginning of this year, I had to drop some of the roles that I had. But there are a lot of opportunities for you to grab, for example, student associations,
Yeah.
be enrolled with that, a lot of events, volunteering, ambassadors at NHL Stenden. But like I think it all comes down to time management skills.
Yeah.
So it really depends on
Definitely.
your time management
Yeah,
skills.
but all of them are so great. Like the associations are so great for making friends, I think,
Yeah.
especially as well if you're a first year and you're new, it's really nice. But they do say, when you start, there's kind of one thing that has to go out of like the three. It's, your friends, your schoolwork, or your sleep. Like you can only have two of the three. So I feel like for Laura it was your sleep or like your personal time that kind of went away. What about you guys? Do you have any? Which one of the three did you give up, or if any?
Well, I think I really relate to Laura at first in the first year because, well, especially as internationals, we are just so eager to do, well, the most out of our time here, I feel like. So at least that was my case. So, okay, so what else can I do? I looked up some options that are here, and that's how I also ended up in the student association or student council that I'm in now, Stura.
Right. What's
Uh,
that? What's
Well, Stura stands for in Dutch Studentenraad, so like a
Okay.
student council for my study. And we're basically, in the nutshell, we organize events, workshops, and different
that's nice.
projects for the students as well as the coaches. So that's nice. And if I had to answer your question, I think the one that would have to go was the sleep, definitely. Unfortunately, yeah.
And yeah, like for the first years and the second year in my course international business, I feel like we had more to study, but in the third year you got more time to work. For example, I'm doing my internship at right now, and I don't study at all. Like I just work and I do my school projects, and on the side, if I want to have like a part time as well, I can work.
Yeah.
But like you said, free time was more when I was first and second year. Now as a third year student, I focus more on work
Yeah.
and less on studying. And yeah,
Yeah.
Ooh, don't say that.
yeah, it happens.
Yeah. I
Work
think.
is part of the studies.
Yeah,
Internship.
Especially as an international
practice,
student,
practice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think in my first year I joined some things, but yeah, I mean I joined everything in my first year, but I would say that I was a lot less busy. Like this year, I feel like I give up a lot of my free time, but I mean it just would be time to scroll on TikTok or anything like that. Like I still definitely try to balance friends, work, school, etc. But yeah, it's just more busy, but it's fun busy. I did it to myself, so it's all right. All right, the next statement is I'm going to do a minor subject abroad and it's not directly related to my studies. Robert, I know you already did.
Yes,
minor.
but it was related somehow to my studies because I'm doing international business and I did my minors in Bali. I did entrepreneurship in action, so it's related to business definitely. And in Thailand, I did digital marketing, which is also part of international business because with digital marketing you can work in so many different industries in so many
True.
different countries. So I don't know if it's not related to my study.
Yeah, they kind of are. What about did you do any minors?
Well, I personally I will be going on minor this September.
Oh, okay, nice.
I'll be spending half a year in Bali, so I really look
So
forward to that
lovely.
one.
Nice.
And I don't know, it's I wouldn't say it's directly connected to my study because as a leisure and event management student, I chose mindful leadership and inspirational coach and leader.
Okay.
And so in the bigger picture, definitely will helps in my like personal journey,
Right.
but it's not event management or anything like that.
True.
Nope.
Yeah.
I think I'm a mix of both of
Yeah.
you. I'm also going on a minor and grand tour to Thailand and Bali. To Thailand, I'm going to do integrated digital marketing like you did.
Yeah.
And that I think is related to my study, if not offered by my academy, because it's creative business. So like it's marketing and
is.
stuff.
Right.
But I'm also gonna be doing inspirational coaching and leading, like Terka, in Bali, and I don't think that's like really related to.
Yeah.
That's a nice one because you're gonna be doing like meditation sessions,
of yoga.
yoga, like how do you calm yourself, how you're not stressed. It's
Yeah.
really nice. I wanted to do that as well, but my program was more interesting to me. You see, you need time to stay there in Bali.
Yeah, I'll be doing in Thailand the integrated digital marketing, so that's definitely related to international business. But then I differ from you guys because I'll be going to South Africa for social entrepreneurship. So the entrepreneurship side definitely is related to business, but then it's more like kind of non-profity because it's like for social. So I think we're going to be doing work with like the community, which isn't necessarily related to business. And then I actually have another friend who's also in international business, and he's going to South Africa for the wildlife studies just because he wanted to go see the animals. But I think it's cool because like even though all of the courses or a lot of the courses are really broad, you know, you can do multiple things. Your minor can still kind of relate in some way, whether that's like personal, professional, but then you also get the opportunity to do something completely random.
Definitely.
Okay. Next statement is, my CV is as empty as the day I started studying.
I highly disagree.
Absolutely disagree.
Laura, why do you disagree?
No, because when I came here, actually, I don't know if it's funny or not, but when I came here, I have to upload a CV to the portal as like part of the application. I'm like, okay, what should I put in my CV? So I put all like a quarter of the CV was education. Like, oh, I went to this school, went to this school, went to this school. Half of it was just about myself. Okay, this is me, my personal information, languages I speak, skills. Oh, I can use Google Docs, I can use Canva, you know. And half of it was just like I made up something. I was like producing and stuff because I did production to help like my friend out in high school because he wanted to be a director. But after I came here, now I don't have space more in the CV to put in stuff, so I have to like actually think what is more important, what is like more related to the job I'm applying for, because I am president of 2 different student associations, and I used to also be in the external relations in another student associations, all the ambassador work, also in the program committee and stuff. A lot.
Now it's tough to slim down your CV.
Yeah.
Gotta prioritize now.
What about you?
I think there's definitely more, I would say. Naturally, as we do a lot in the uni, especially with the extra things that you could do, the extracurriculars, as you would say, many opportunities come along my way. So not only this, but also and being an ambassador gives you a lot of opportunities.
Right.
So there's definitely more, I would say, and definitely more that relates to me, I think. Yeah.
When I first came here, I didn't really have work experience because in my country, Romania, like usually high school students get jobs, but only during the summer, and if they get them, it's quite rare. Like we don't have that work culture. But after coming here, like I have like almost 2 pages of work experience now.
Oh my gosh.
Because
That's great.
it's different things. I do my internship. I did my first job in year 1. A lot of part-time jobs, but in different industries because I tried things out. But in 3 years of studies, you have a lot of time to like experience. And of course, with the ambassadors, if I start to talk about all the ambassador jobs that I did, this is quite gonna be like 3-4 pages. So I try to slim it down, like you said.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's really nice. All right. And so the next statement is, my degree program is open to feedback I have about the course.
Definitely.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Why?
This was really like a nice, pleasant element for myself when I started studying here, because this is something we don't have back in Slovakia. That coaches openly ask for feedback every semester. We also have sort of like mentor meetings, so one-on-one talks with our coach where they ask, so how are you doing? So like a regular checkups, you know, and they really do want to change things. For example, even now, because I'm in Stura, we often get reached from like coaches to our side, and they have different ideas of what they could change in the system, and they use our perspective as, you know, as representatives of the students.
Oh, that's nice.
How can we change things? And that's, I think, really great.
Yeah. Laura, you said yes right away as well.
Yeah, so for me, I completely agree with Terka, but I don't know if you guys have that, but in addition, creative business studies also have panel discussions every semester.
Yeah.
That's where like there's the some representative from the management team who's like responsible for the course, and like some representative of students of each different class. They came and then they talked about their experience, and then we discuss how we can improve the semester. And I know for a fact that they do use that feedback because I also work in the program committee. So they gather all that feedback, and then in the program committee we discuss what we're going to do with that feedback to improve the studies for the next students.
All right. And next statement is I can start my own company while I study and do my internship there.
Yes.
Yeah?
So we have a place in our campus. It's called Center for Entrepreneurship, and also it has been like a pilot study thing for creative business students. So, for example, some of my friends have already started their like own company. They even like registered at the KVK. I don't know what it's called. They just tell me that. So they're actually like a legit company. But Center for Entrepreneurship also is like they host workshops for students. You just sign up and you come, and then you ideate your company ideas, and they help you form it into like a more concrete and not so vague idea.
Yeah.
You have opportunities to network with investors and stuff.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And they have like a kind of like a you good?
Don't die on us. Not now.
He's just so surprised that you can start your own company while you're a student.
Oh my god,
After 4 years?
companies.
Crazy.
I'm finding that just now.
No,
Sorry,
but
what?
yeah, they have kind of like the competitions, and I think the winner gets like a grand prize as like an
a pitch.
investment to like for pitches, as you said.
Yeah, no, that's really nice. And so, moving on, we have the most valuable thing I put on my CV is
My internship,
your internship. Yeah.
because it's at a big Dutch company, and it's a royal accredited company, so it has a royal
nice.
decree from. And the company itself is from like 1862, so it's really old. So
Okay.
I think it's gonna have a lasting impact as a first company that I work.
Oh, that's really nice.
What about you?
I think for me that would be becoming a vice president of Stura. As first as a
Yeah.
member, I had no idea that we get the opportunity to actually grow into the
Yeah.
role.
It's nice you have a leadership role on your
Yes,
CV.
definitely.
It's
It's
good.
it shows that it was leading a team of like 20 people. So I feel like that was definitely the highlight for me. For now, I'm definitely reaching for more.
Yeah, that's so nice. All right, so that was the end.
Laura?
Or
Well,
Laura, do you want to?
Yeah, for me, I think it really depends on what kind of job you're applying for, because I think your CV should match the job description.
Yes,
So
true point.
if it's more about organizing events and stuff, I would definitely prioritize my roles as president of the student associations, because we organize events there. But if the job description is more about production and stuff, then I would put more the projects that I've done in my 2 years of studying creative business.
Yeah, actually, I like that point because I think the most important thing I have on my CV is all the experience because, like you guys said, your CV is so long now that you have the ability to tailor it to that specific job. So that's really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, that was a very diplomatic answer. Definitely.
Yeah.
True though, true though.
Yeah, so that was the end of our statements. Do you guys have any advice for interested students?
I'd say don't be afraid to reach out and find out what options there are. Nobody's saying you have to, but you can. There are the options.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we have so much information now, especially online and everything. So it's easy, even if you are, across the Atlantic, you can still find out a lot.
I would say find a house.
That was mine.
I was also
That
gonna
was
say
mine.
You don't want to be put in the situation of not knowing where you're gonna stay and talking to your landlord on the phone to see your room. So, yeah, find a house first.
Yes.
For me, it's both of your points combined, because I started looking for a house really late, like end of July, beginning of August. And at that point, there was like not really a lot of place available. But I searched up Facebook community, and there are a lot of Vietnamese communities. VSL is one of them, Vietnamese Student Association in Leeuwarden. And there's a guy, he was like moving out. And I was like, okay, hey, can I moved in your place then. So yes, reaching out to communities, but also look for a house.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with
All of
everything.
it.
Great.
Just all of it. You guys are great.
Summarizing.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, exactly. So, to summarize, I think we talked a lot about, CV and work experience and just all the opportunities joining the different associations, whether that's has to do with your program study, the ambassadors, you get a lot of experience that you can put on your CV and tailor it to the job description. And it's a great way, to either start your own company or make friends. So, there's definitely a lot of opportunities at NHL Stenden. So, next time we will discuss getting a head start on your career. For now, we've reached the end of this episode. Thank you, Laura. Oh no, I can't. Guys,
Good job.
name
It's
pronunciation.
fine.
Name pronunciation. It's not
Try
good
it.
for me.
Terezia.
Terezia, and Robert for joining us today. Thank you for listening. We'll see you in our next episode. If you want to get more information in the meantime, check out our website, nhlstudent.com. Till next time.
Next time.
Next time.
Thank you.